everyone, how's it going? It's Karen Rose. I am gonna go ahead and show you guys how to recreate this look that I'm wearing today. So this is something that's a little bit more on the natural side. I have a little bit of like a burgundy cut crease going on. I'm sorry, not cut crease. A burgundy shadow on the crease. And then I take a darker brown on the outer corner and just blend it in. But then I did something a little bit more nude for the lipstick today, just so that way we stuck with more of the natural colors. But this would be perfect for, honestly, either the winter or spring. You could wear it to any occasion. But enough of the chit chat, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, and since it's winter and my skin is super dry right now, I'm going to start with some serum. We're going to go ahead and start with the ProBeauty today. Just going to go ahead and pump that till it's nice and full, and then just apply that all over, and then I'm going to go ahead and massage it in, if I have enough there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and massage that in, and you guys, I really feel like these serums make a huge difference in my makeup applications. Sometimes I feel like my makeup tends to come on super cakey. That's just how my skin is. These definitely help with that. Give the skin a really nice preparation. Alright, and to fix the darkness I have going on under my eyes, we're going to go ahead and use this eye cream by L'Oreal, and it's called Revitalift. I think I could be mispronouncing that. I have never been very good with pronunciation, so I am sorry in advance. I sometimes will read a word and I'll say the first thing that like pops in my head, and then it's like I realize that I really botched the pronunciation, and then I get so embarrassed. And then moisturizer, my favorite, CeraVe. Just gonna apply that all over and create a perfect surface for my foundation. Help give myself that natural glow this time when I do my makeup, as opposed to the cakey look. Alright, and time for the fun part. And you guys, I have to show you this. Look at this gorgeous makeup kit, or makeup storage, or makeup container, however you pronounce it. Can you tell I just got off work not too long ago and didn't sleep that well last night? And by the way, that is by Vince Camuto, the makeup container. And just look at this. Look at how fancy this is. Look at how it comes out. I'm sorry, I haven't taken out the tags yet. Brand new. But oh my gosh, you guys, I am freaking obsessed. Alright, enough of the doting. Now we're going to go ahead and get started on the eyebrows. I'm just taking a clean spoolie and I am just brushing these up. And I'm honestly really happy with the shape right now. I'm just going to go ahead and enhance a natural shape by just filling in the little gaps that we see here. Such as around right in the front here. And this is the eye pencil by Mehron, or the eyebrow pencil. But I'm just kind of going in and just enhancing the natural shape. And then here and there, I'm just going to go ahead and brush it up just to make sure I'm getting everything. We're getting a super nice seamless blend to it. Then if I overdraw it all, I usually like to just fill it in with the concealer, and I will show you how to do that in just a second. Anyone else get super OCD when you get to the eyebrows, or is that just me? I don't know, for me, when it comes to doing makeup, it's always the eyeshadow and the brows that I get the most OCD about. Like, everything has to be perfect. And then for concealer today, I am using NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. And you guys, I'm not exaggerating when I say this is probably one of my favorite concealers ever. You get full coverage, especially for highlighter. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. It's pretty for everything. Highlighter, just using it like under your eyes as a concealer, amazing eyeshadow primer. But I am freaking obsessed. And we're gonna go ahead and use Maybelline translucent powder to set that in place. And for setting the concealer, I like to take one of these flat brushes just to really pack it on there, and that's really good with preventing any creasing. And for our eyeshadow today, we are going to go ahead and use the Makeup Revolution Earth Shadow Palette. I love this one because you have a wide variety of colors in here, and I feel like you could really use it for any season. You have like the beautiful fall colors, like the browns in here. You have the summer colors, like the blues and the pinks. But I love it. I'm obsessed. Alright, and let's start with some highlighter today. So we're gonna go ahead and start with this shade right on the corner. I like to take a stiff brush for this. That way you can really see the highlighter show up. Another tip and trick, if I spray this with some setting spray, this is NYX Bear With Me. I'm just gonna go ahead and give that a couple spritz. I am gonna go ahead and just dip that in the shadow. Now I'm gonna apply that right under my brow bone. Oh, look at that. Yes, you can see that so much more clear. Almost has like a silver tint to it. Next, using a big fluffy brush, we are going to go ahead and take this burgundy shade here. And we are just going to apply that right on the outer corner. And blend our way in toward the crease. And I always like to just start on the outer corner and work my way in. Just so that way I avoid applying too much eyeshadow right on the inner corner, because I feel like that can cause it to get a little bit harsh and be harder to blend. Alright, then now taking this fluffy brush and this dark brown color here, we are just going to go ahead and go right on the outer corner and just blend our way in. I don't want to blend in too much because I would still like to see a little bit of the pink in there, so we have the dimension. But I'm just applying it like right on the outer corner, just kind of stopping right there. I may apply a little bit more of the pink shade there just so that way it blends a little bit better. And then just taking the stiff side of the brush, I'm just going to go ahead and also apply the brown color right on the outer corner of the lid. Alright, and then using a different fluffy brush, we're going to go back to that pink shade. And we're just going to apply a very light hand. Just going to apply that right in the inner corner there. Blend it in a little bit more. And then going back to that highlighter that we used first, we are just going to take the stiff brush and we're going to apply that right in the inner corner. Give it a little bit of a shimmer there. Alright, and then taking this makeup remover by Lacuna, I'm just going to go ahead and pump that. And then we are just going to go ahead and clean up right on the outer corner, just give it more of that sharp line. This is why I always do the eyes first, because almost every time we get fallout and I don't want to do my face first to just have to redo it. That's better. And then the eyeliner today is by Covergirl, and this one is called Perfect Point Plus. Alright, and then another tip and trick by me. So when we do the wing, I like to take one of these angular brushes, just brush the eyeliner right onto that. I feel like that way it prevents you from like over applying it, and I feel like you can get a better shape with it. I'm gonna start by making the guideline there. I'm just gonna connect the dots. It usually does come out a little bit thick for me at first, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean that up. And then whenever I do mess up the eyeliner a little bit, like such as over apply it, I just like to take a makeup wipe and just clean up like the outer corner. And I kind of took off the whole point there because I went way too thick on accident. And I'm just gonna go ahead and tweak that one little part. Perfect, that looks much better. And then mascara today will be by Maybelline, and it is called Total Temptation. I'm gonna go ahead and just curl my lashes first just to open my eyes up a little bit. And these eyelashes today are by ProBeauty Essentials, and they're called Faux Mink for Days. Show you the packaging. Alright, then we'll come back to the eyes a little bit later, but we're gonna move on to the face. We're going to take this Master Prime by Maybelline. This is a hydrating primer, which, as I feel like I've already said like 1,000 times in all my videos, will be perfect for the winter. I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of that all over. Alright, and for foundation today, we're going to use 2 shades of NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. Again, one of my favorites. And then I'm just going to mix these two together. And for foundation, I usually like to apply with a brush and then blend it out with the Real Techniques makeup sponge. Just feel like I get more of an even coverage with it, and it prevents it from getting cakey on me. Yes, look at that coverage. I break out so bad lately, and then I also have a lot of redness to my skin. This covers all that amazingly. And then believe it or not, I really do not even have that much foundation on. It just gives that good of a coverage. I just had one pump of each, but it has done amazing. And then we're gonna do some work with the concealer as well. Let's get the highlighter and the concealing. Alright, and then I'm going back to the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop for the highlighter. And I'm just gonna record myself doing this because I know sometimes when you do contour and highlighter, especially the liquid, it can be a little difficult to understand, especially if you're brand new to makeup. It took me literally a couple years of makeup to like really get the hang of it, and even today I feel like I'm still learning. But I'm pretty much applying this on all the areas I want to see lighten up a little bit, like around my forehead. I'm also going to cover like right between my nose, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply the contour on the areas I want to see darken a little bit. Alright, and this contour is by Makeup Designory, but I'm going to apply this right in the upper cheekbone. You don't have to put on this much, but I like to because I am super pale, especially when I have like a heavier eye look. Just feel like it blends in so much better. And then I'm also going to apply some, you see right where my earlobe is right here. I'm just going to put a thin streak. Need to apply a little bit more actually. Thin streak right down there, just a small amount, just like narrow the face a little bit. I have a very round face. And then the rest of it, oh no, I'm gonna do my nose first, my bad. I definitely have a larger nose, so I just want to narrow that down a little bit. And then the rest of this is just to add color. So I'm just taking little bits right in my forehead. Perfect. And right on my cheekbone. And here's one more thing I'm gonna do. Alright, and you can call me weird because I know this is a little bit weird, but I'm taking some Mary Kay lipstick. Taking a little bit of that on my fingers. Just applying that, just because I love the look it gives. It brings so much dimension to my face and I love it. I feel like a lot of blushes come out very settled too. This makes it a lot more noticeable. And then we are just going to go ahead and blend all this out with the Real Techniques makeup sponge. I'm going to go ahead and start with the highlighter and just kind of work my way down. Kind of rub that a little bit to blend it in. Then back to that Maybelline translucent powder, we're just going to go ahead and set all of this in place. Alright, and then for bronzer today, we're going to go ahead and use the contour palette by WetnWild. And obviously we already did do some contour, but I'm just doing some bronzer as well, just to add a little bit more color to my face. Since, as I'm going to mention in every single one of my videos, I am super pale. And then blush today will also be by WetnWild, as will highlighter, but just look at how pretty that color is. Love it. And we are also using WetnWild for highlighter today. And you guys, this comes out so pretty. Just look at how shiny that is. Literally, I'm not even close to the camera, but you can already see it there. Love it. And then I'm just applying this pretty much on the same areas that I highlighted earlier. Just give a little extra shine. And we go ahead and record this whole process, that way you can see how it's done. Right under the eyelids. Now I don't want to do too heavy under there because I feel like that makes me look tired. And then for lipstick today, we're going to go with something a little bit more natural. This is by Makeup Designory, and this is such a pretty color. But I'm just going to use this today since we're doing something a little bit more soft with the eyes. Alright, and then going back to the eyes for a second, we're just going to go ahead and take those two shades that we use, the pink and the brown. Starting with the pink, I'm just going to go ahead and apply that right on the inner corner underneath the eye. And then we're just taking that deeper brown shade and we are just going right on the outer corner, just to blend it all in together. Then I'm just applying a little bit more of that mascara from earlier underneath the eyes. Perfect. And then last but not least, some setting spray. Back to the NYX Bear With Me. My favorite part. Alright, you guys, this is the finished look. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this today. I hope you try to recreate this and that you absolutely love it. I wanted to do something a little bit more on the natural side today because I feel like in my past couple videos, I've done something much more dramatic, like dark eyeshadow and then like a gold cut crease. But I wanted to try something out a little bit new today. And also, you guys, please follow me on TikTok and Instagram. It's Karen Rose Makeup for both of them, and I will try to link that in the description box. But thank you guys so much again. Have a blessed day, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys.